Welcome to another Mind Mat video, and today we're going to play around a little bit with boat pose. It's a great one for toning up here, and I've got a nice little transition into it that I want to share with you today. But before we start our practice, yoga isn't just about the asanas, it's also about who we are. And as I'm a counsellor, that's very much for me about where we are and how we feel about ourselves in our life. So I want you to find something in this practice today, the way that you've come to the practice, that you can acknowledge has been good for you, or that you've attempted, or you've even got to the end of the practice, which I'm sure some people get to this point and think, oh, she's talking again, and boom, straight onto another one so they can do lots and lots of stuff. But we are not just human doing, we are actually human beings. So I want you to feel how you feel in your body in your practice. Find something that's a little bit nourishing, or you thought, oh, I did that, or oh, I'll do that next time, but I think I'm nearly there. Take away something positive for your self-esteem. Find something good. So we're going to start our practice today in simple cat-cows to just warm up, have a little stretch before we get into our boat pose. So come and join me on all fours on the mat. How do you know your shoulders are above your wrists, or as I said in a video the other day, your wrists are above your shoulders? I'm sure people are going to start thinking I'm on some chemical substance or something when I mix my words up. So when you're ready, a lovely big inhale, and your hips are above your knees. It's going to be a mad day today. Inhale and drop the belly. And as you exhale, around the back. And let's just do a few of these. Inhale to drop the belly. Opening the chest a little, lift the chin. Exhale, push up out with those hands. Belly button to spine, round the back. Let's keep this going. And come to flat back. Once you're here, stretch out your right leg, find your toes, and just move backwards and forwards over your toes and your wrists. Just stretching out that leg. Really feel like you're making your leg longer and feel like you're playing with those toes. Belly button to spine a little bit so you've got some integrity in your back. It helps support you. And then place that knee back and go to the other side. Gaze is towards the front of your mat. Try not to drop on your shoulders. Keep feeling for that stretch in that back leg. Now bring your knees together. Now we're just going to take the toes together and the knees apart and just stretch into a really lovely wide-legged, hands out in front, stretch into your child's pose. So you're stretching through the back body, a little opening of the hips. Take a breath here. Feel in your yoga. This mat can really be your friend. It can ground you and earth you. And my goodness, in the world as it is today, in 2025 in February, it seems like the world is full of psychopathic nutcases. Or maybe that's just me. One last nourishing breath. Slowly coming up. Back onto your knees, tuck your toes and come up into your first downward dog of the the day. And as I say, if it's uncomfortable on these fingers, you can go onto your fists. Otherwise, walk your dog just a little bit so that you can feel your body. Feel the side stretch, feel your knees bend. Find stillness here, raising the right leg. Look forward as you bring that leg up from between your hands. Here, turn your left foot 45 degrees as you come up into your warrior two. Really stretch down the back of that leg. Try not to let the knee go over your ankle at the front. And stretching, out as far as you can here, looking over the front fingers. And lovely exhale, eventually as you come back into a reverse warrior. Feel that bend. Come forward, frame the foot, stepping back into plank pose. So doming on the upper body, your gaze is down to the front of your mat, belly button to spine, pushing out through those fingers. You can either come to the mat through chaturanga or drop the knees, yogi's choice. And then lower yourself to the mat. Take a breath here. Little tiny baby cobra or full cobra, yogi's choice. Exhale to come down, tuck the toes, come back into your down dog. This time raising the left leg, looking forward between the hands, placing the left foot forward. Turn the right toes 45 degrees, come up into a lovely warrior two. Really stretch down this back leg, and if it's too narrow and you're on one track, you're going to be wobbly, so just check that out. Don't let the knees spray. I really can't talk today. And then a reverse warrior. Coming back down, frame your foot, stepping back and coming onto your knees. And here you're going to bring your right knee forward in between your hands and you're in pigeon. Now yoga's choice in pigeon. This might be enough for you. If you feel you're flopping to the side, you can always stick a yoga block under that buttock. You might want to come down onto your hands with your forehead. Or if you have a regular practice, you might want to get hold of this back foot. Have a really good stretch, a little twist, and open through the shoulders. I'll leave that with you yogis, but this would be fine to stay here. Or let's do a couple of waves. Exhale as you bend your elbows. Inhale to come up. Now as you come up this time, I'm going to ask you to do something we don't normally ask you to do, and that is to drop onto your right seat bone and swing your left leg around in front, because we're coming in to our boat pose. So your legs, your shins are kind of parallel to the floor here, toes kind of pointing towards the front of your mat, broad across your back, lift your chin, open your chest, arms parallel with your mat. And just feel that little bit of energy, that bit of wobble. If you have a regular practice, you may well be doing a boat with straight legs. One more breath here. Now bend your left leg under you, bring it to the mat and swing the right leg behind. And as if by magic, we're on pigeon on the other side. And now play with the pigeon. What pigeon do you want? Do you want to stay here? Explore your breath. Do you want to take some pigeon waves? Lowering your body over your knee? Or do you want to reach for your foot? Or do you want to come with your forehead towards the mat? Wherever you are in your asana, come back with your hands framing your knee, and you're going to drop onto your left seat bone and swing your legs around for boat pose. Now, if you want to play here, you might want to play with low boat, high boat, low boat, high boat. Or you might just want to stay here. Now, you might get a bit of a wobble in your belly. This is great. This is toning. This is energy. This is prana, energy through your body. If it feels too much, just drop your feet to the floor. Otherwise, play around with your boat. Let's take one more breath here. And gently crossing the legs in front of you and coming back to seated. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that little play in our asanas, keeping it quite light-hearted. I do despair when, especially my friends, and looking at social media and going, oh God, I can't do that yoga, I can't do this. Like, it's for all of us. Find those lovely little nuggets of something that works for you. I can't do every single yoga asana, especially at my age, but do you know what? Yoga still works for me. I can get a lot out of it. Keeps the blood flowing, the lymph flowing. It keeps my mind kind of in a stable position most of the time. Yeah, come and join, come and play, and I hope I'll see you again back on the mat.